All right, Ms. Herber, it looks like you have a misdemeanor warrant for your arrest out of Justice Court. It was a charge of assault from July 11th of 2025. A warrant had issued for your arrest out of Justice Court. I'm going to quash that warrant, release you in a plea of not guilty, let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent. And I'm going to set your next court date for December 18th in Justice Court. Let's see, December 18th at 9:30 a.m. And that takes care of that case. However, you have how many cases in warrant on her?
Yeah, that's total of 13.
You have 13 warrants for your arrest out of city court for charges involving criminal trespass in the first degree, criminal trespass in the third degree, drug paraphernalia, several charges of each of those charges. Cases going back to 2021, 22, up to, let's say, 23, 24, 25. I'm going to set your bond on a city court cases at $2,000. I will appoint a city public defender to represent you. Your attorney will be in touch with you in a few soon. And your next court date in city court is going to be December 15th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. And your attorney will be in touch with you. You are excused. Thank you.
Romero,
What is your full name, please?
Raul Romero.
Mr. Romero, it looks like you had a warrant for your arrest out of Justice Court. And it looks like you're in custody on another matter. That other matter, are you serving a jail sentence or?
No, I don't know about another matter. I did get stopped in Oro Valley this morning on the warrant. I didn't realize I had a warrant.
Raul Romero, it looks like you have a bond on you on another matter. Jail, does he have a bond on him?
Yes, Your Honor. He has a $500 bond out of Oro Valley.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Mr. Romero, you have that case. This case the jail found, it's out of Justice Court. It's a driving on suspended license case from August 16th of 2025. I'm going to quash the warrant. I am going to release you on this driving on suspended license case. Your next court date is going to be in Justice Court, December 15th at 8:30 a.m. If you're out of custody, you must make that hearing date. Otherwise, I'll let Justice Court know that you have a Oro Valley bond on you. Your
Okay.
excuse. Thank you.
Andrew Jacob,
What is your full name, sir?
Andrew Jacob, Ryan Delaire.
What's your last name, please?
Delaire.
Looks like you had looks like the jail found a warrant for your arrest on two separate cases. One's a criminal trespass, drug paraphernalia out of city court from September 6, 2025. And then you had a drug paraphernalia from November 9th of 2025. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. I see you have a felony hold on you. Your next court date in city court is going to be January 5th, 2026 at 2:00 p.m. You are excused. Thank you.
okay, go ahead and stand up. Gonzalez, Jimmy.
Hold on a second. So I can still send transport cases, non-transports to Judge Clotes?
Yes.
Okay, I think I needed to do that. All right. Okay. Hold on, I'm sorry, sir. What is your full name, please?
Junior Gonzalez.
Mr. Gonzalez, it looks like you have several cases in warrant status out of city court. You had one case for criminal trespass, another case for shoplifting, drug paraphernalia, and for a third case, a fourth case for criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia. And then new charges of criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. And it looks like you're being held on a felony matter or superior court matter. I am going to release you on these cases. I'll appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. And I'm going to set your next hearing date in city court on January 16th at 9:00 a.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
Alexander,
This one out. Hold on a second, please.
Um,
All right. What is your full name, sir?
Alexander Robert Orr.
All right, sir. It looks like you had several warrants for your arrest. Also, you had a new charge from today's state for drug paraphernalia possession.
Yeah.
And then you had, let's see, drug paraphernalia possession from November 28th of 2025. And then you had cases and warrant status for criminal trespass in a third degree from December 27th of 2022. Criminal trespass from December 29th of 2022. Criminal trespass in a third degree from May 29th of 2023. Drug paraphernalia from October 5th of 2023. And then you had a warrant for your arrest for drug paraphernalia from April 12th of 2025. And another warrant case for drug paraphernalia criminal trespass from July 5th of 2025. I'm gonna set your bond at $500. Enter pleas of not guilty, quash all the warrants. City Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your next hearing date is going to be December 9th at 1:45 p.m. in City Court. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
Woods,
What is your full name, please?
Stephen Nicholas Woods.
All right, looks like you have a new charge of domestic violence interfering with a court order. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Sir, I'm going to release you, but you are not allowed to have any contact with Ricky and Zayden. Do you understand?
Understood.
You cannot call her. You cannot see the child. You cannot go to where they're living at. You cannot social media. You cannot text. You have a civil order of protection letting you know you can't live with them. You can't have any contact. So this is a second court order under a criminal case where you're not allowed to have any contact with these individuals. I need to let you know for the record that you do have a right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. At your next hearing date, you can be screened to see if you qualify for an attorney, or you can ask the judge to see if counsel could be appointed, or you can hire your own counsel. I'm going to let you be released. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence. Your next hearing date is January 13th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. And you cannot have any contact with her or the child. Do you understand?
I do. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your excuse.
Thank you.
let's see.
What is your full name, please?
Serena Angelina Hernandez.
Right. You are charged with 4 counts of, you have 3 separate felony cases, first of all. You have 1 case, 4 counts of aggravated assault involving a dangerous instrument. actually, let me rephrase that. You have 1 count of aggravated assault involving a dangerous instrument, and then 4 counts of disorderly conduct with a dangerous instrument. The alleged incident date was from November 3rd of 2025. Your second case is domestic violence aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence aggravated assault involving temporary but substantial injury, domestic violence aggravated assault impeding airway, domestic violence kidnapping, and that alleged incident date was December 5th, 2025, today's date. And then you have another case from today's date for aggravated assault. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty. I need to let you know that you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Ms. Summers?
Yes, Your Honor. So I understand that she doesn't have any felony criminal history, but this pattern of behavior shows a clear escalation and danger to the safety of the community. I have 3 separate recommendations for the 3 because they separated the complaints out. So my recommendations are for the November 3rd incident, which is the bar incident where we have multiple victims. Some have injuries. The state is recommending $100,000. For the DV incident, which was from today, which there was a deadly weapon used, a knife. That victim had injuries as well. The state is recommending another $100,000. I'm recommending that those 2 be consecutive because, again, it's showing an escalation. And now we have that she is endangering or injuring an intimate partner or former intimate partner. For the other incident from today, for the police officer, I see that it was the type of assault was a spit. And so I'm recommending 2,500 on that. I have no position on concurrent or consecutive for that one.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Ms. Hernandez is released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined to substantially lower bond, she's not going to be able to post the bond that the state is asking for, so it's going to be akin to no bond. She has successfully completed probation and had a previous matter designated a misdemeanor, so we're asking that she's released to pretrial services.
Ms. Hernandez, the 4 counts of aggravated assault involving the bar incident, your bond is set at $50,000. You are not allowed to have any contact with any of the victims. You are not allowed to go to where they live or go back to the incident location, possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you in that case. Preliminary hearing is December 15th at 1:30 p.m. Regarding the domestic violence incident from today's date, your bond is set at $50,000. They are separate bonds, consecutive. You are not allowed to have any contact with the victim. Do not call him, do not text him, do not write to him, do not, if you were to get out of custody, you cannot go to where he lives or have any contact whatsoever. You're not allowed to commit any further acts of domestic violence, possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set December 15th at 1:30 p.m. Regarding the simple aggravated assault case involving an officer, your bond is set at $5,000. It is consecutive. All these bonds are separate. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is December 15th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you. Jail, are there any Spanish-speaking individuals?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Spanish interpreters excused. Just be available in case we need to call you back.
I will, Your Honor. Thank you. Interpreter will now disconnect.
Good evening, Your Honor. Did you do number 1 and number 2 before I arrived?
No.
Oh, okay. We just got out of order. Thank you.
Taylor, have a seat, sir.
Yep.
What is your full name, please?
Jesse Matthew Allen Taylor.
All right, so, sir, you are charged with.
And Judge, may we waive reading, please?
Hold on. I'll waive reading of the complaints. I'll enter pleas of not guilty. I need to let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding her bond recommendation, then I'll hear from your attorney. Ms. Summers?
Your Honor, based on criminal history, the NCA score of 6, FTA score of 6, and that this type of offense is repetitive behavior, for Mr. Taylor, the state is recommending $5,000.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Taylor's released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, to lower bond. Pretrial services identified these charges as nonviolent. He has ties to Tucson.
Bond is set at $5,000. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent him. December 15th, 2025 at 1:30 is a preliminary hearing. Mr. Taylor, you also had two cases in warrant status out of city court. One case was a criminal trespass case from May 26th of 2025. You actually have another case in warrant status for criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia. And then you have several cases where other warrants have issued also, actually.
So,
I am going to enter pleas of not guilty, quash all your warrants, appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. Because you're being held on a felony matter, I will release you on these matters. Your next hearing date in city courts, January 16th, 2026 at 9 a.m. And your attorney for this case will be in touch with you soon. You're excused. Thank you.
Verdict.
What is your full name, please?
Charles Turner.
What's your full name?
Charles Turner.
You're going to have to speak up for them.
Your middle names, please?
Amani Lewis.
You're charged with robbery, aggravated assault with a dangerous instrument, and 1 count of kidnapping. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding her bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. Ms. Summers?
Your Honor, I do understand that Mr. Turner just recently turned 18 and doesn't appear to have any adult criminal history or felony juvenile history. However, I've noted law enforcement noted some specific details in the complaint, which I think warrant a high bond or a bond in this case regarding the details of what happened, and specifically in terms of Mr. Turner's involvement. The initial robbery, it appears he was the driver. He was aware that the victim was hanging onto the vehicle, and instead he intentionally sideswiped another vehicle in order to let her go. Then he fled the city, and it appears that they were attempting to flee the country. And then we have the whole other situation that happened upon apprehension. So he is presenting a danger to the community. Again, I understand he's a young person, but this is extremely dangerous conduct. Also, looking at the pretrial services report, it looks like he said he lived with his mother, but the residence is unverified. So the state is recommending $100,000.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Turner's released to pretrial services, or if you're not inclined, to substantially lower bond. He's not going to be able to post a $100,000 bond, so that'll be akin to no bond. Again, he has no priors, and if he were released, he would live with his mother.
Mr. Turner, your bond set at $50,000. No contact with the alleged victims. Do not go to where that person lives and works. Possess no firearms or weapons. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set December 15th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
Thomas. Thomas. Over here. Have a seat in the chair.
What is your full name, please?
Marco Daniel Chavez.
I'm sorry. Say your last name.
Marco Daniel Chavez.
You have to say it real loud with the microphone.
Marcos
Chavez.
All right, so Marcos Chavez, you are charged with first-degree criminal trespass and unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. Mr. Chavez, the prosecutor's office is okay with you being released to the supervision of pretrial services. I'm going to follow that recommendation. You must comply with any monitored treatment as directed by pretrial services. You are not allowed to go back to that residence location. Do you understand, sir?
Yes.
Do not have any contact with the victims who live there. Don't go to that residence location. Don't consume or possess any alcohol. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see. He's a co-defendant with another person.
And Judge, my recommendation is going to be the same for the co-defendant, if that helps.
All right. Yeah, it does. December 26th at 1:30 p.m. is your preliminary hearing. Stay in touch with your attorney and pretrial services. Do you understand, sir?
Yes.
You're excused. Thank you.
Judge, I believe he has misdemeanors.
Yes, he does. He has a misdemeanor case in Justice Court for a shoplifting warrant from May 21st, 2023 was the incident date. I'm going to quash the warrant. Enter plea of not guilty. Sir, you got to appear in court. This case will never get resolved until you appear in court. You will have to appear in court December 15th at 8:30 a.m. in Justice Court. If you don't appear, another warrant will issue for your arrest. I will release you and trust that you're going to show up for court. You also had a warrant for your arrest out of city court. It was one case involving criminal trespass, littering and burning, reckless burning. The other case was a drug paraphernalia case. Sir, I'm going to give you a chance to appear on your own on January 7, 2026 at 9 a.m. It's in city court. You must appear. If you do not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand, sir?
Yes.
And Judge, I missed the date for the Justice Court hearing.
December 15th at 8:30 a.m. Your excuse, sir. What is your full name?
Katrina Michelle Alejo.
How do you say your last name?
Or Alejo.
You're charged. Hold on a second. You have been accused of the crime. Hold on a second. You've been arrested and accused of the crime of unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, unlawful possession of narcotic drug, unlawful possession of dangerous drug ×2. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing date?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitored treatment they recommend. You are not allowed to drink any alcohol or take any illegal drugs. You certainly cannot be in possession of any illegal drugs. Your first hearing is called a STEPS hearing. It is set on December 15th, 2025 at 9 a.m. It's next week. You must be in court. If you don't appear, a warrant could issue for your arrest. And 45 days is when? Defense counsel, you're waiving preliminary hearing time limits.
Yes, Judge.
All right, next preliminary hearing is going to be this January 20th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. All right, you're excused, ma'am. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. You have a city court case for driving on a suspended license.
Okay.
From today's date. I'm an enter plea of not guilty. Release you. Do not drive without a valid license. Your next hearing date is going to be in city court January 7th, 2026 at 9 a.m. You must be present. If not, a warrant will issue for your arrest. And if you don't appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest and a new charge of failing to appear in court will be added to your case. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
You're excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
Peter, Dorothy.
You're charged with first-degree criminal trespass and drug paraphernalia possession. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. State's okay with your release to the supervision of pretrial services. I will follow that recommendation and release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You must comply with any monitor treatment as directed by pretrial services. You are not allowed to go back to that residence location. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do not have any contact with the victim. Don't go to where they live or work. Do not drink any alcohol. Do not take any illegal drugs. Legal Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is December 26th at 1:30 p.m. And just for the record, I'm following the recommendation of the state. Thank you.
And Judge, I believe Mr. Chavez, the co-defendant, was assigned to the legal defender. Just trying to make sure you get the right term.
Chavez is public defender,
Oh, okay.
and you'll note that, right? Because it wasn't pushed. For Chavez.
Hey.
I just looked at it. It doesn't have anything.
Go back.
What is your full name, please?
James Robert Hayes.
Mr. Hayes, hold on a second. Looks like you were arrested for charges involving unlawful possession of a dangerous drug, unlawful possession from drug paraphernalia from today's date. The state has made a decision to dismiss your case without prejudice. I am dismissing your case at this time, sir, so you will be released from custody on this case. There's a possibility the state could refile this case at some later point. If you receive a summons in the mail to appear in court, it may be because the state has refiled this case. Mr. Hayes, you also had warrants for your arrest that the officers found. One case was a shoplifting criminal trespass one case was a criminal trespass case. The second case was shoplifting. And then you had a third case for criminal trespass resisting arrest. They were warrants for your arrest. Mr. Hayes, I'm barely going to let you be released and allow you to appear on your own in city court. Your next court date in city court is going to be January 6, 2026 at 2:30 p.m. Sir, this case will never go away until you appear in court to resolve it. If you appear on January 6 at 2:30, you can resolve your case on that day. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, make sure you appear. I'm going to trust that you do that. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go out that door. And have a seat with the males.
Are we gonna have?
What is your, oh, I thought that was sat down.
Hi, what's your name?
Joel Moreno Sanchez.
What is your full name, sir?
Joel Alfredo Moreno Sanchez.
You're charged with robbery and aggravated robbery from December 3rd, 2025. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond recommendation, and then I will hear from your attorney. I have a question though for the jail. Is there a parole hold on him?
Yes.
There is a parole
Yes.
hold. All right. I'm sorry, Ms. Summers, prosecutor.
Yes, Your Honor. So thank you for getting that updated information about the parole hold. Sometimes there's an argument that because they're going to be held because of the parole, then the bond should be lower, it should be nominal. I would say that we should not rely upon a parole hold. We don't know how long this case is going to take to resolve, and so we should look at it independently in determining the amount of the bond. The state is recommending $150,000. He has an NDCA flag. He has a criminal history, which includes charges that are similar to this type of charge. This is the co-defendant to Mr. Turner, and for the same, there's the same information. Although he was not the initial driver, he was an accomplice, and then still leaving the city, leaving the scene, what appears to be headed towards Mexico. So for all those reasons, the state is recommending $150,000 for Mr. Moreno Sanchez.
Defense counsel?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Moreno Sanchez is held on a nominal bond, given that he is very young, he has ties to Tucson, and he does have the DOC hold. No, don't, stop it, stop, don't say, wait.
Mr. Moreno Sanchez, your bond set at $100,000. No contact with the victim involved in this case. Don't go to where that person lives or works. Possess no firearms or weapons. Public Defender's Office is appointed to represent you. Your preliminary hearing is set December 15th at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you. Thank you.
Judge, did you say December 13th?
December
I wrote 15th.
December 15th at 1:30.
Thank you. I don't know why I heard 13. Thank you.
Must be
What is your full name, please?
Jacob Harold Settle.
Mr. Settle, you had a case out of Tucson City Court. It was a case involving domestic violence, aggravated assault, domestic violence, child abuse, and endangerment. These cases are pending in Tucson City Court. And the alleged incident date was February 26th of 2025. I am going to enter pleas of not guilty, let you know you do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by counsel. And Mr. Settle, you're not being held on anything else. Okay.
No, I was supposed to be getting released today, man.
What were you being, were you there on a felony, probation, or what was it?
I was picked up on some other charges, but they have been amended down to misdemeanor with probation.
Out of Superior Court?
Yes. And I did have a court hearing October 1st, I believe, if not October 8th, to address the city court matter. And I was in custody here during that time. So I was not able to attend that. And I did notify jail staff, and I don't know what happened, but I was not able to attend that.
All right, so I'm gonna allow you to be released, sir. You have to appear in city court January 15th, 2026 at 9:30 a.m. You supervise contact with minors. Make sure you appear. If you don't, another warrant will issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're excused. Thank you. What is your full name, please?
David Enrique Valenzuela Barran.
Mr. Valenzuela Barral, you had a felony warrant for your arrest on some felony charges. The first case is first charge is a theft case from March 25th, 2022 to August 17th, 2022. You had a shoplifting case from the alleged incident date was from April 28th, 2022 to August 17th, 2022. A theft case from June 6th, 2022 to August 15th, 2022. A shoplifting continuous criminal episode from June 6, 2022 to August 15, 2022. A shoplifting from June 6, 2022 to August 15, 2022. And another shoplifting case from March 25, 2022 to August 17, 2022. I am going to quash the warrant, enter pleas of not guilty. The state's asking on the bond for the bond amount. It's $5,000. And I see you have a Department of Corrections hold on you. You do have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney. There is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. And I am going to, I guess the prosecutors, do you have anything else to add to your bond recommendation?
No.
And defense counsel?
But Judge, we're asking for a nominal bond for time credit. It looks like he was sentenced on something on his newest matter yesterday, and this was maybe re-indicted from years ago. So he does have the DOC hold, so we're just asking for a nominal bond for time credit.
Mr. Valenzuela Burrell, your bond is set at $5,000. You're not allowed to have any contact with the store locations or any victims. Andrew Ross is your appointed counsel. Your arraignment date is set for December 12th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Your attorney will be in touch with you soon. Thank you.
And Judge, that's the arraignment.
Yes.
Hands up.
What is your full name, please?
My name is Zion, JP Officio, ma'am.
You're charged with second-degree burglary. The alleged incident date from December 2nd, 2025. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty.
Appreciate that.
Courts, if you have a constitutional right to remain silent, to be represented by an attorney, there is an attorney who is seated next to you representing you for this evening's hearing. I'm going to hear first from the prosecutor's office regarding their bond, no bond recommendation, and then I'll hear from your attorney. Ms. Summers.
Yes, Your Honor. So as you stated, he is alleged to have committed this offense on December 2nd, and on November 29th, he was seen by this court and for similar charges and released. So he was on release for felony charges. So the state is requesting a no bond hearing pursuant to Article 2, and we ask that you set it in 5 days.
Defense counsel, wait, you're asking to set the bond, no bond hearing?
Yes.
Okay. Defense counsel?
Judge, will reserve an argument for the no bond hearing.
All right. So, Mr. Alfessio, you're going to be held without bond. Your first hearing is a no bond hearing on December 10th at 2:30 p.m. And your preliminary hearing is set December 15th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint Patrick Coppin to be your attorney. And for this case, you're not allowed to have any contact with the alleged victim or go back to the University of Arizona campus. The whole campus. You are excused.
So I'm gonna release you. Sorry.
What is your full name, please?
Damick Rain Ramirez.
So Ramirez, you had 2 warrants for your arrest at a justice court. One case was a driving on suspended license case that's been pending since August 11th of 2024. I am going to quash the warrant, enter pleas of not guilty. Let's see. Are you serving a jail sentence for another case?
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to bring up that there may be a bit of confusion. So I know I had a warrant out of Oro Valley. I started a payment plan with them about 5 months ago and
Right.
received all documentation saying that it was
Hold
quashed.
on. I don't know anything about Oro Valley. I'm only talking to you about 2 justice court cases where you had warrants for your arrest. I just asked if you're in custody on another matter and you're serving a jail sentence?
Yes, I'm serving a weekend sentence right now for my conditions of probation.
Okay. Which court are you on probation out of?
Is it felony or misdemeanor?
It's misdemeanor.
And you think it's city court?
It is city court. Yes, city court.
City court judge.
Monday, I have to report to home detention at city court in order to have an ankle monitor installed because I have 7
Hold on a
days of home
second.
detention.
Hold on, sir. I don't need too much information for me right now. So, Mr. Ramirez, you have another case where you had a warrant for your arrest at a justice court. It was failing to remain at an accident scene. That case has been pending since December 2nd of 2024. I'm going to quash that warrant, enter pleas of not guilty. For both cases, sir, I'm going to allow you to be released on your own. You will have to appear in justice court on both cases, December 15th at 8:30 a.m. If you don't appear, sir, more warrants going to issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I will be there. Thank you.
You're excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone's excused. Thank you.
You